Hi everyone, it's your favorite people pleaser here to talk about my latest album, The Diary of a People Pleaser. This record challenged myself to improve my sound, to improve my voice. The themes that surround this record are like much somber than usual, and now I think it's so clear in my mind that like my first thought when I listened to the whole project when it was done was like, what the f have you done to your life? Anyways, let's go to the track number 1. This is the Yeah, I try to keep it PG-13, but I can't. This track came like a tradition that I have in my records, to have a song with the word dear in it. But when I started to write it, I wanted to, I like albums with the title being a track. And in this case, it was and it wasn't. And I think that what sounds so special about the song, it's that peculiar feeling. And now when I look at the project, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes so sense. And I think that was a good introduction to the universe I was about to talk, and to let the people hear what I have in my heart. My hair holds memories was very symbolic. It's where I think where everything collapsed for me. Like, I decided to cut my hair was a voluntary decision. No one obligated me to do that, I know. But I feel like, no, this isn't you. You know, when you look at the mirror and you don't recognize yourself, the people were like, you look more handsome, you look so pretty, you look so handsome. And I was like, thanks. And something inside of you was like, is that you? You wanted to be like that. Now on the solitude. This is my favorite track on the whole record. Like, it may or may not be my saddest song, who knows, but like, it's my favorite. It's my favorite track, and I put so much love and effort on that. I didn't even make it a single because I didn't feel right. Like, I want to keep it to myself. Like, I sometimes do that with my songs, and I think it's really awesome because only me know this track. And what makes Solitude so impactful for me, it's like it has 3 chorus, and each one of them represents an year in that land, if that makes sense. And the song portrays exactly what the title means: loneliness and the other kind of stuff that you do when you're bad, when you're alone. So I already said I hate this track. No, I say it again. I hate it. I hate this one. Just kidding. I like this track. I like. Let's keep it clear. I like this track. So, this is when you feel like everything is changing around you. Just because you meet someone, the person meets your standards, but there's some kind of confusion between you and that person, but still a romantic chemistry. I don't know, it's confusing, like, I'm not sure, yeah, me neither. And you like switching tables and switching positions. Remember like the confusion that I talked previously? Yeah, this track like portrays that to an extreme. Like, the person is very confusing. It's for someone who got you very, 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 very mixed signals that it pisses you off sometimes, and like, you don't know how hard it is to read between the lines, and with that person you need to do that, and you hate that so much. And I think my favorite part in that song is when the final outro comes out and you wanted to tell the world like, what the f are we? Like, the title could be that. I might change it. No, no I don't, because
I don't fall in a black hole, no, I'm drifting into cold, spinning slow.
Okay, this is one of my favorite tracks on the entire album, and I remember recording it right there, and like I was using a crystal and a necklace with a crystal in it, and when I hit the final chorus, like it has some high notes, when I stopped recording, the necklace was like, bam, it broke. I'm not kidding with you, like, it broke. And I was like, damn. And I started crying like a baby, so like, what the hell is going on in my life? Like, I don't know what that means, what it's supposed to mean. And like, I just remember like the very dark spot in someone's look. And like, it made me so pissed to record this one. And then when it broke, my necklace broke, I was like, what the f? What the f? And I just like, just let it out. I needed to cry and I just let it out. Because you need to feel the emotions. You can contain the emotions inside of you. You need to feel them and give permission of them to be expelled. The concept was born for one of my inner fixations. It's that the other space, like stars, planets, nebulas, and you know, astronomical events. I am obsessed with that. Like, I have a song entirely dedicated for our natural satellite, the moon. If that didn't make it clear right now, I'm here to make it clear. And black hole was like a great metaphor for what I was feeling in that moment with that person, and like unifying the theme that I talked previously on solitude.
You're confused, but you're the muse.
I vividly recall writing and recording this song on near Christmas Eve of the last year, and let me tell you, it was my most intuitive song to put out. It talks about more of my my fixation for the outer space, like Saturn. You don't want to go to Saturn. That's what I'm about to tell you right now. You don't want to go to Saturn. And I'm gonna explain about that because I will completely lost my mind if I ever talked about that place again. So it portrays a relation where you and the person know that you are not meant for each other, and at the same time you want to be together because you have hope that someday it will work out. And guess what? It didn't work out, and now we're screwed. I wouldn't say we're f***ed. I already said that many times before. So anyways, this one is gut-wrenching. I think, yeah, that's a meaningful word. Gut-wrenching.
I know everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. It's a phrase that I'm always saying. I do believe everything has its purpose on life. But at the same time, it's a feeling like, I know that happened, but why? Like, I need to know why. I need to know why things are like that. Why the sky is blue. Why very stupid things that you can often ask for. And I do that constantly with things that happen in my life. That kind of haunted me for so long. And now I'm just, making peace with my old me and understand that, yeah, everything happens because you at that time, you don't have maturity to deal with the situation from the right form.
And what happened above the champion?
Okay, I actually have very comments to do on this one, but most of them I will keep it to myself. But here's something that veterinary school didn't tell you, is how to treat someone's feelings right. I'm not talking about pets. I'm talking about people. People. I love pets. No hate to pets. More hate to people. I agree. And no, it's over. Like, I don't want anything, or I don't want anything serious. It's enough. It's enough. And it's so beautiful when you can make things clear with the persons around you. Guess what? We're not alike. And I'm glad. I'm really glad we're not alike. And at the same time, I just wish you well in hell. I'm just kidding. It's like the song talks so much about how you put someone on a pedestal. Like, that's why the trophy. And like the name was like a joke in it because there is a cafe on that place. The way the tradition in Portuguese, it's like the tradition of champion. And when I wrote it down, I was like, I'm not gonna put that. I'm gonna call it pedestal. But then I was like, no, I'm gonna call it champion. Yeah, I'm gonna call it champion because for me, it was not funny. It was like, I don't want to make a diss track or like talk bad about someone on the track. No, I just wanted to be direct. Like, that person was not direct, but I will be. I hate you. I hate you. I hate the way you made me feel. And that's the song. I think it was the last song I made for this album. The borderline was really, really special for me. Not like for the awareness that I want to give to people about mental health issues. It's about how someone could be like feeling everything and nothing at the same time. It's so scary, it's so strange. And at the same time, it can destroy you, it can destroy everything around you. It just feels so lonely because it feels so misunderstood.
You're the first man who taught me how.
Okay, can we skip that song, please? I'm not gonna sing this one. Never. Never. Okay. I need to talk about it, right? The first man is like where all the troubles started. Like, I came back to my childhood and like understood the pattern because it started somewhere else, and like you need to search from the beginning, and that's why therapy is so fucking important. And I understand the pattern started there, and I sort of stagnated at some point in my life, and then I was so scared to continue, to move, to evolve, and like I've waited for years for someone to save me, and like it never came. That someone, it's me. And I'll tell you that you're watching that or probably just listening that you don't need to wait for someone to save you. You just need to save yourself for things. Like, you don't choose to be a victim, but you choose to play that role. So you need to get out, you need to evolve, you need to change, you need to adapt to new things, you need to get out of your comfort zone. And I know it's hard, I've been there, but it is necessary. And this song in particular is one of my most vulnerable pieces of work that I've ever wrote.
I hope one day I'll find closure.
Closure is the final track of The Diary of a People Pleaser, and the dot in the end of that word was like the end. Wow. It left me out of words to talk about this one. It is not easy because I've always have something to say about, stuff, things around me. And this one was kind of hard to accept because, you have that fantasy inside of you, like everything's fine when it ends well, but it turns out in fact that, everything may be fine, but it didn't end well. And in this one, I talk specifically about that because I feel like everything ended and I didn't get a real closure, a real happy ending. But turns out, this isn't a happy ending because this isn't a fairy tale and I need to get that in my head because it doesn't exist. It's like nothing ever happened, but at the same time, you have that weird feeling surrounding you and you just need to move on and be grateful that you're not in that place anymore. And this is the track by track of The Diary of a People Pleaser. Hope you like it, to know some weird stuff of this album and how I created, and at the same time to tolerate my unserious presence while I talked about, you know, the saddest thing I ever wrote, because I'm so glad that I don't feel that way. You know, when you wrote an album and you're feeling so and you're like, oh my god, I hope it ends. And now I look back, I'm happy that I use what I do best to expel it out and like find some kind of closure. Lastly but not least, I just want to thank you all once more for all the love you have given to this record. You know how much that means to me, and I am so grateful for that. I'm gonna say it again, I am very, very grateful to be able to sing and to have people that are interested in my art. That really means a lot for me. Thank you once more, and let's see what your future holds. Bye! Isto eu sinto que vai ter muitos bloopers. Ai. My most challenging record. I mean, foca, cara! Foca! Isto pouquinho a pouquinho isto vai. Ai, eu vou matar. I see this track as kind of an experiment where I... Obrigado, sério, obrigado. I see this track as kind of experiment to do because that's where my life. Eu vou matar alguém? Vai ser hoje. Ah! Eu não sei o que é que eu estou a fazer. Ai, eu vou matar alguém. Eu já disse, sou farto, só preciso chorar um bocadinho. Tô de costas. Ai, se o carro não tivesse passado, não vai ser mar. I'm not doing anything for you, and you're not doing anything for me. And that's the song. Só os carros parecem passar por assim. Tanto. Mas não passa. Eu faço barulho. I know that sucks, and ooh, girl.
Dirty by Weirdo.